All right, it is time for seed planting wave 2.
What?
Yeah.
What did you say?
It's time to plant seed wave 2.
Oh, yeah!
Electric Boogaloo. So when last we met, we planted wave 1, which was this lovely group of seeds up there. Today, we're going to do wave 2, Electric Boogaloo, which are the seeds that we wanted to plant about 10 to 6 weeks before the last frost date here in Michigan. It is April 2nd, 2023. I'm not going to try to do the math right now, but I know that I waited 2 weeks after I planted wave 1, so I'm going to go for it. Please excuse the whining that you hear. It is definitely my dog who wants to go outside for the 20th time today. All right, so for today we are planting our tomatoes. Hey, watch it. We're going to be planting some stock, oregano. This is an ornamental oregano. Impatiens. Speaking of impatiens, 2 colors of geranium. A normal geranium, I should say. And then I have this ivy geranium that I'm going to plant 10 of. And I'm kind of rethinking this one in particular. Although I might only have 10 seeds. But I'm rethinking I might plant more of that if I have room, because I'm going to put it in hanging baskets. Oh my gosh. So we'll see. But I did the math a little earlier. And really there are 3 flats plus at least 15 cells for a 4th flat. How we're going to do this. Ta-da! I've already set up my 4 seed starting flats for this particular wave. I did it the night before because then I can let these lovely cocoa coir seed pods completely soak and fill up and be ready to go. So now it just comes the fun of actually opening my seed packets. All right, the dogs have gone back outside, so it might get chill for a moment. We're gonna start, well, let me say that what we're gonna do is a pattern of, see how each one of these makes 20? We have room for a row of 5 tomatoes in each of 2 of these cells because each one of these squares has 25 cells. The math is crazy. But so what we're going to do is I'm actually going to start down with my geranium, impatiens, do 10, geranium coral, do 10, geranium orange, do 10, ivy, do 10, and then the last row will be 5 of the tomato. So we'll try to go through this, talk through this as we go, see if the dogs decide to be insane, because they normally are. All right, so top of the list for our 10s was going to be our impatiens and geraniums. So I was very smart and bundled together with the rubber band the phase that we're going to do this time, which makes life a little easier. And for all my squabbling about doing more impatiens than 10, I realized this packet only has 10 seeds. So let's lay this out. We're going to do 10 impatiens. Oh wait, I do have 2 geraniums. Oh no, now the math is going to get crazy. All right, redo. We're going to do 20 geraniums. We're gonna do 10 impatiens. And I'll actually do 10 of the stock. Got way more than that, but we'll see. Sometimes you make a plan and then you lay it out and you're like, oh no, I prefer this plan better. We're gonna do 5 tomatoes, 5 tomatoes. Gonna do a whole thing of oregano, We'll do 20. All right, after a lot of mathematical wizardry and also the dogs going outside and barking at some stuff, I redid this a little bit because for some reason I thought I only had one packet of ivy geraniums. Oh, I know, it's so tough. But I actually have two. So I actually have 20 ivy geraniums and I think I'm gonna like them. So we're gonna do 20 ivy geraniums plus a tomato. We're gonna do 10 impatiens and 10 stock. Ooh, although I might wanna do, yeah, we're gonna do that. I keep changing my mind. 10 of each of the impatiens and the stock plus another tomato, 5 tomato. Then we're gonna do 25 of the ornamental oregano because I will have plenty of containers that could go in. Then, ooh yeah, then we're gonna do 20, so 10 of the orange geranium, 10 of the coral geranium, and then dealer's choice at the end what goes in there. Maybe some more impatiens because I did want those for the landscape. That's kind of the plan. All right, let's get labeling. How I'm gonna work this, I'm gonna start with my simplest situation here, which is the oregano. All 25 are gonna be, all 25 are going to be the same thing. Oh, that was good. I tried to get my masking tape label working, but it's being a little feisty. Speaking of which, Harley still thinks she needs to go right back outside. She was just out there. No. You really were just out there, and I know you want to go bark at the neighbor dog. We're not doing it. Okay, so as I mentioned in my last video, my labeling trick is that I fold over one end of my masking tape to make a little non-sticky end, and then we'll label the rest. Because I like to use these same containers every year. Oregano. Origami oregano. All right, that's what this guy's gonna be. Let's go ahead and put down what we want. Nope, let's check to make sure. Barely cover. Let's see, can you see that on there? I have my camera in a slightly different spot. For this one, barely cover. Needs light to germinate. That means I'm not gonna even try to hide these seeds in the soil. Let's see what our seeds look like for oregano. I'm betting tiny. Yep. Once again, we got an itty bitty seed committee going on. But that's okay. We're planting 25 of these, so it's this cute little wax paper packet. My goal is going to be to keep them all in my hand. I think I got everybody. Okay, let's go ahead and try to put just one in each. Two. 23. Okay, well that's not quite as many as I expected to have. Usually there's extra, and I'm glad I didn't say every time. But that should probably be still plenty. This is my first time growing these plants, so who knows if I even want to have that many. All right, I'm gonna put my label on the side, and we got one done. All right. Let's go ahead and get our geraniums done. So we're gonna want, let's think about it. Probably gonna do 2. Let's see, which ones do I like more? Well, the orange is pretty unusual, so maybe let's do 3. No, there's only 10 and 10. Remember? You only have 10 of each. All right, so we're gonna do two rows of the orange, 2 rows of the coral, and then we'll have room for something else. And then we'll come back and decide, because I just am not sure. Not sure what I'm feeling. All right. Now I'm betting for both orange, both colors, the instructions are going to be the same. Planting instructions: put in cell packs, barely cover. Oh yeah. So we are going to barely cover. All right, this time around, our seeds are just a little bit bigger, at least bright. Can you do outside again? Go ahead.
Keep talking to me.
Go ahead. Okay. It's springtime. Everybody wants to be outside. Everyone who has a fur coat, at least.
Mom,
Yes?
Alex said he's gonna stop talking because he distracted me. They want to distract me.
He said he wants to distract you?
No, he says that I can't remember.
All right, well, that was great. Each one of those had 1 extra, so I went ahead and put them here and here. So then we've got 3 left if we need them. Not sure I will. Now it is time to plant the next 3 goodies in one flat 3 amber, which will be the impatiens, the stock, and the tomatoes. As I think I alluded to previously, but my brain got etch-a-sketch by driving somewhere and coming back, we're going to do, let's see, 10 of these, and 10 of these, and then 5 of these. So I will try to write down my little label to reflect that.
Where does this go?
That can go in the cabinet. So we're gonna do 10 impatiens, 10 stock, 5 yellow. Oh, thank you. 5 yellow tomato. All right, that's our plan. Let's start this party. Thank you. Getting new plants in just as quickly as we can plant them. All right. It's another do not cover situation, which is great. So that means you don't have to try to invent space in these cells that doesn't exist. I'm going to kind of rough it up a little bit because I'm learning that it does help kind of make a little nest.
110 corn nests right behind.
And I got some little seeds, but not too little. This should be pretty manageable. Now, I haven't had a lot of great luck with impatiens growing them before, but I keep trying. I don't know. Who am I to not challenge myself? All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, there we go. All right, impatiens done. Next up, stock. I'm just reading. See here, we got one that says, if it'll focus, so 1/4 inch deep. So these actually do probably want to get all the way covered. I'll try my best. Oh yeah, these are fun. These guys, oh, come on, you can, there we go. A little better focus. I'm trying. These seeds are kind of medium sized. They're bright, so, I mean, they're light, so I feel like I'll be able to see them all right. Before I drop them in, I'm just trying to bore a little hole. A little nest in the center. Right. 1, 2. All right, so I'm gonna put the rest back. Oh, there's even more in there than I poured out. Put that back and just fold over the top. Save them in case I want extra. Since these guys wanted a little cover, 1/4 inch isn't a lot, so I'm just gonna pinch the little pods, get a little light dusting over them. Okay, basically so that they're just kind of more inside the soil. Oh, anything else? Now, finally get to plant some tomatoes. And the seed packet is really hard to see. But these are our little patio choice tomatoes. They're supposed to be smaller. We're gonna see if we can fit more tomatoes than normal per 1/4 inch. Okay, so we only need 5. Here, that's our little tomato babies. Probably look familiar because if you've eaten a tomato, you've seen a tomato seed probably. Oh, wait, Amber, we forgot to read. Yeah, this is another one that's a 1/4 inch. I'm not gonna try to show that on the screen because these are really cool seed packets, very shiny, but they don't show up great on camera in my opinion. But that's definitely not what they were designed for. So again, just kind of make it a little divot with my fingers. And we will plop them in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. the rest in. Oh, oh, easy there. There's one that's trying to, wow. This part, sowing tomatoes really excites me because these seedlings are really dramatic. When tomato seedlings pop up, it's easy to see them and they grow fast. And they'll probably need to get potted up more quickly than some of their brethren. But I like it. Keeps things exciting. All right. Label on the side. One more to go. Okay. So for this one, we only get 5 seeds. So we're going to plant all 10 of these guys. And then, oh, then we're going to have extra space. We're going to do 5 of these. Why do I keep I mean, like, packet is 5 seeds. That's crazy to me. 10 seeds of this, 5 seeds of the tomato. So we can go ahead and add a little extra of somebody else. And I think we'll do more stock because we definitely have more stock. I don't know. I'm a little tempted. Yeah, let's not go off script and go crazy. Yeah, we're gonna be good. We're gonna be good. Oh. You can't hear the gears in my head grinding. Okay, so we're gonna do 10 ivy, geranium, 10 stock, and 5 red tomatoes. All right, now that we got our plan laid out, let's make it happen. Yep, this is another barely cover variety. And the other two are 1/4 inch because we literally just did them. Woo! Back this camera up a little bit. I guess you can get a little bit better angle of what's been planted. Just making my little nests for these babies. Okay. Now, let's see, the Tornado Bicolor Duet Ivory Geranium. I'm excited about this. I know I like geraniums in general, and this is a very different growth habit than what I'm used to. More like a trailing variety. So, got some swagger about growing geraniums. Some curiosity about what it'll look like. A little perturbed though, they only get 5 of them. 5 seeds. Well, there, oh wait. Okay, there's one more in there. The classy thing to do is to always have like 1 extra as a seed provider. So these look very much like the other geranium seeds. There are 6 of them, which is just, that's very classy. Because you might lose 1. 2, 3, 4, And we'll go ahead and do 6. Oh yeah, and they're tricolor. They're going to be different color blooms from lilac, rose, and white. And I do think that's going to look neat. And maybe if I'm lucky, propagating them will be as easy as propagating other geraniums, and I won't have to keep buying a measly 5 seeds at a time. Ah, lost integrity. Come on. There we go. 6 again. Winner, winner, chicken dinner on this one. So, we already had our 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's nice. We got a little more than, well, I'll stay in there. It's the only, you know, the temptation is going to be to go back and poke them further in, but your fingers are sticky now. There we go. Okay, just gonna leave that. Oh, I know. All right, so in this case, we only need to do 18. Oh my God, girls. Okay. So we filled up the remaining 18 with the stock seeds, putting back everybody else. Okay. Oh yeah, and the stock seeds wanted to be a little more covered, so we're gonna go ahead and just give them a little pinch. All right, last of phase 2 is the tomato hybrid Red Robin. These are supposed to be little dwarf tomatoes too, little patio tomatoes. Again, if you've seen a tomato, you've probably seen a tomato seed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Marvel at my discipline to not just plant a ton of tomatoes, because I always end up with too many. And I have lovely neighbors that also grow tomatoes, so it's not like I can just give them away all the time. Okay, and we're gonna pinch the tomatoes a little bit, their pods, just to kind of cover them. Some seeds need light to germinate. Some seeds do not need light to germinate, and some seeds like the dark to germinate. So that's why some of these I'm just laying, you know, if the instructions on the bag say lay them on top, that's what we're doing. Okay. Oh, let's make a little note, because we actually had 12. And then we had 8. As you probably noticed, I was saying like 18, but it was actually 8. I swear, I'm not bad at math. I'm not good at mental math. Okay. There we go. Labeled and sealed. All right. So now these guys are going to sit with the nice sunlight. That'll keep them warm and light for those that like to germinate with light. And as you can see, the domes keep the humidity in. They have these nice little dials that I can dial open to let some of the humidity out. But for now, I want everyone to stay warm and toasty. And I'm just gonna move my new cannas over here for a second. I'll need to find homes for them. That's it for phase 2 of seed planting. As soon as we get some really good germination going on, it'll be time to put up the grow lights. It's happening. Talk to you later. Bye.